KCJJ weather. Brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply, kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Hawkfanatic.com is brought to you by Big Dog Tech Solutions. Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids. Streets Maintenance, doing excellent plumbing services. The Oxio Inn and the Amanas, Premier Automotive in North Liberty. Senior Benefits. Diamond Dream Sports Academy. Harty and Stockard Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Suple's Flowers, home of 1-800-800-ROSE. GT Car and his great crew at Suple's Building and Remodeling. Mike's E-Keys for cars. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement, and Patrick Eads and the staff at Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Here's Tom Suter, and from Hawkfanatic.com, it's Pat Harty.
Well, good morning, boys. Captain Steve, good morning, sir.
It was on this date in 1994 when I signed the papers to buy this place. And I can't remember the owner of the bar that was so damn rude because I wouldn't have a beer.
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzy.
Yes.
He was my landlord. At that time, he was my landlord. I lived in his house at that time, upstairs.
He was a dick. So
Okay.
that's what I remember most about that
But
day.
he's my friend.
Yeah, well, good for you. To me,
I still see
I didn't
him.
want a beer. I just wanted.
I still see him, and we have cordial conversations.
I had a hamburger. It was delicious.
He did tell me one time that he would like to squish you like a bug.
Yeah, well.
No, he didn't. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's a
I
big
had
dude.
I
He
had
could
a-
squish you like a bug if
I
he
had a
wanted to.
nice hamburger. I had fries.
They
I
had
a
good
Diet
food.
They
Coke.
did.
I was
No,
biased,
yeah.
but they had really good
No,
food.
they did.
Their pizza wasn't as
No,
really
it was
good.
real good.
Their
Yeah.
chicken wings. No,
No,
I know your story.
The hamburger was delicious.
No, their food was really
Yes,
good.
it was.
Yeah.
I missed that place. It was and when I rented out his upstairs, I lived on Summit Street, and that wasn't much of a walk from Fitzpatrick's.
No.
You could easily make that walk. I spent a lot of early years of my Iowa City time from 91 to 96.
I
at
like the
Fitzpatrick's.
fight that they had with the vine where he put up
I remember that.
like boards.
I got kind of a kick out of that, too.
Yeah. And then we had the two tornadoes downtown, and it tore apart St. Patrick's Church.
Yeah.
And everything around there was torn apart. But that barricade that he built with the chairs and the doors and
Was still there.
still there, standing untouched.
He had a really nice dog named Guinness when I first moved up here in June of 91.
Sure, there are good parts about him, but
He wanted you to
I didn't want a beer.
I always got along well with Fitzy.
yeah. This is-
I didn't want a beer. I didn't know the man from Adam.
that's where you're
people-
different. Most people would have wanted a free beer.
Most people that
well, maybe not true. That's not true.
Most people that buy a business and are celebrating would probably accept a free beer. Most people.
First of all, I didn't know
But he
whether
doesn't
I
drink.
should celebrate.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I
that's
get it.
true.
You didn't. You.
I don't drink.
Yeah, once you told him you didn't drink, he probably should have backed off. If that's if he
Yeah.
kept persisting and whatever.
Threw me out.
So yeah, that seems a little extreme. Maybe I'll have to.
Took my half-eaten hamburger, took the plate, and said, "You can get out
Next
of here."
time I see Gary, I'm going to ask him about it.
Well, you need to eat faster then.
What if he gives a different version?
Then he's lying.
All right. How do we? Oh no, you announced the date. I mean, these dates live in your head. That's incredible.
They do.
I don't remember what I did
Came
last
up on
Thursday.
my Facebook.
Yeah, and I also drew a laugh at the presser yesterday. This Disney movie Cars.
Okay.
I had never heard of it, and all the kids that I work around
yeah,
now.
it's cute.
But I'd never heard of it, and they were stunned because Bennett Sturt said that was his favorite movie. Somebody asked him that at the press.
Is that the one with the Gary Newman song as its theme song?
No, I don't think.
No, that song came out when I was a freshman.
I know.
So
No,
you haven't heard of Cars?
If it's new, no.
Oh, it's
Well,
not new.
it's not new.
These
It's
kids who are
20 years old.
yeah, when these
Well,
kids,
that's what I
It's
thought.
a Pixar.
but they were stunned that I had never heard, and I never heard
What
of
did
it.
you tell him? Did you ask him about Birth of a Nation?
No, I asked him, what was their favorite episode of the Rockford Files.
Which is
But-
your favorite Edison kinescope?
I mean, you take me out of the Iowa beat, the average age of the people on the beat now is probably 23, 24.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And when I came up here, I mean, you've got a few. You got myself, Kakert. I mean, you got Leisticow and Doctorman, they're like in their 50s. Other than that, it's romper room. And I say that jokingly. I mean, it's just different. It's just,
I say that joke.
when I moved up here and started on the beat at 26, I was by far the youngest. And I'd say the average age of the beat was 45 to 70 back then.
well, all those 247 guys are really young.
Yeah, and I'm kidding, of course. I mean, yeah,
But you end
it's just a
up like
different
that.
dynamic now, and money's part of it. I mean, the papers are hiring people right out of college because they're getting them cheaper, and I get it. It's the economy now. But no, and these young kids, they do a good job. It's just a different. It's just a
It is
different.
different.
It's just a different world now. With Halas gone, Batterson, God rest his soul, having passed. It's mostly now kids in their 20s. They're kids. The kids are all right.
I was the kid, and now
Well, you haven't been a kid for decades, so I mean,
yeah.
even in '94 you weren't a kid. So I don't know where are you going with that. You're not a kid.
I was a kid at one.
You're
we all
not a kid anymore.
Great song.
I was a kid in the '70s.
Marcy
When
Glenn.
someone asks me,
What do I want to be?
But no, they were
now that you're not a kid,
the look on their faces when I told James Allen I had never heard of the movie Cars. They were like flabbergasted, and I'm glad to hear that you're kind of in my.
well, if it's the one from 20 years ago, I know it.
Yeah, and see, but it didn't come right to your mind when we brought it up.
No.
Yeah, no, and maybe I had heard of it at one time. What's it about? Is it about cars?
Yeah.
But when I'm around them again, I'm going to call it trucks. And just, oh, yeah, that movie you guys are talking about?
It came out in 2006.
Okay, so that was 20 years ago. I'm
So
guessing
that is the one I was
and
thinking
those kids were all between probably 5 and 10
It's
years
a
old.
world where towns are populated with cars, and even the bugs have mini motors.
Yeah, I missed that.
I am pretty sure they used the Gary Newman song.
Oh, I'm sure they probably did. What an annoying song.
Yeah, but it has survived.
God, was that annoying song. The keyboards on that song were just... Is that what it was, keyboards?
Yeah.
And do we have a call?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, and I've heard of Cars, and I've even seen the movie.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
You're down with the kids,
Yeah,
Karen.
not me. I'm not down
Yeah,
with the kids.
and I'm way past them.
Yeah, me too.
Did you go with...
Anyway, what do you expect out of the game tonight?
Well, hopefully a win.
I'm
USC's
not overly
got some
confident.
players.
USC could come in here and win this game. We'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting how they take 7 days off. But I think being at home, I'll give Iowa a slight edge.
Well, they have two 6'10" guys and a 7'5" guy.
But
they don't shoot very well.
It's height only. I mean,
Yeah.
Chad Baker-Mazara, he's the guy.
He's pretty good.
He's the guy that's going to lead their way. I mean, he scores a lot of points, takes a lot of shots. He's a high-volume shooter. But, no, they're capable of coming in here and winning.
Yeah.
If the game was in L.A., I'd pick USC by a slight margin. That's how close it is, I think.
But since it's here, you're going to pick us.
Yeah, since it's here, I think Iowa.
I was very surprised.
What about the women tomorrow?
Well,
That's there.
Before we go there, the Iowa's favored by 9. I think that seems
I would
high
have
to
probably.
me.
I would have probably assumed it would be somewhere between like 4 and 7.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that seems high. But USC's they're 4. I believe 4 and 5.
Yeah.
They're not that good. They've got athletes and whatever. I get it. They're good, but they're not that good. If
And
that
they don't
makes sense.
shoot very well.
And of course, the Iowa players and coaches are going to probably make them sound a little. That's just what you do out of respect for your opponent.
Yeah.
But they're still fully capable of coming in here and winning this game tonight.
Yeah, they're 50.
Do you expect the women to win tomorrow?
I think that they will
Against.
against USC.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, but again, I would not be surprised if they
No,
didn't.
no, I mean,
But then I do not expect them to win against UCLA.
no. I agree.
But again,
Now, I said Juju, she's out this whole year. Will she be back next year?
no, I think won't she go to the WNBA?
She will go to the WNBA if she's old enough. I mean, they
there's
still have some rules.
Okay.
But I'd be surprised if she.
Mm-hmm.
And if she did, I'd be surprised if she played at USC again. But we'll see. What do I know? I'm just theorizing.
All right. Well, you guys have a good day.
All right,
Thanks,
too.
Karen.
Bye.
Yeah, I mean USC men and women are kind of alike. I mean, what's the USC women's conference record? Is it like 3 and?
I think 3 and 6.
Yeah,
or something.
they're not very good. They were ranked
3 and 6. Yeah,
They were ranked early just because they're USC, but I think now the pollsters realize, wow, this is not a top 25 team. But it's still a team that if Iowa comes out and sooner or later Iowa's going to come out and have
an egg.
Well, yeah, they almost laid an egg at Northwestern, but Northwestern's so bad they couldn't hatch it, if that makes sense. But that's going to happen now. I think if Iowa laid an egg in L.A. against USC, they could lose that game.
They could.
I do, yeah. So, but
No, they could. The USC does have the number 1 recruit, and she's real good.
Yeah,
but she's a freshman.
She's a freshman, and you need a lot more than that.
Yes,
I mean, even Caitlin, as great as she was, if she wouldn't have had a good supporting cast, she wouldn't have won much either.
No.
I mean, you got to have good players around you, and I just think Iowa has more. If it was here, I'd pick Iowa to win pretty easily, but you got to give them a chance in L.A. because you just don't know how Iowa's going to handle the elements that come with a road trip. Now, the UCLA situation, I think Iowa's going to have UCLA's full attention because it's Iowa and UCLA right now fighting it out. And remember, UCLA almost lost here last year. I don't think they lost.
Did.
And I don't think they liked the way that game played out. So, to me, UCLA will come into that game with something, not necessarily to prove, but to kind of send a message. And it'll be up to Iowa to handle that.
Well, and we're better on the inside this year than we were last year, and we did almost win last year.
Yes, but it was here.
Yeah, it was.
And it may have been a fluke. I mean, we'll see. I mean, if UCLA comes out and does what Connecticut did to Iowa, then that's when you say, well, last year maybe was sort of a fluke. But I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't either.
I sure hope it doesn't happen because then that's going to be then teams are going to dismiss Iowa.
I don't think we're going to win, but I think we will be competitive.
Well, I said I think they're going to. I think it would. Did I say 8-15?
Yeah.
I may go 6. I think they're going to lose somewhere between 6 and 14 points. Would be my guess. If they lose by 6 points, it's competitive. That's, of course, it's not a moral victory. I get it. They just need to avoid another Connecticut meltdown because then that narrative will be, oh yeah, they're good, but they can't beat.
It's a tailor-made narrative.
And if they will have played right into that narrative if they allow that to happen. And to me, that means losing by 20 or more points. And if that happens, then all the outside skeptics will be like, oh, you can't take Iowa serious. I mean, without Clark, they'll beat all the teams they're supposed. But when you put them out on the elite big stage now, they can't do it.
They can't live up to it.
So hopefully they can avoid that. So we'll see. It's a big week.
It is.
I mean, this game against USC tonight, if you're going to go 11-9, maybe even 12-8, you got to win a game like this.
Yep.
USC's not that good, and you're playing them at home. You've got to win this game. You saw last night, Purdue, Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean, Purdue is, I've been telling you, Tom.
They're beatable.
I just don't think they're that good this year. I think before it's all said and done, they're going to have, right now they're 7-3. They've already lost 3, and that's a lot for Purdue during 1.5. Now, they're 7-3. They're also on course to go 14-6 over the long haul, but they're not playing as good as they were a while back.
They're not elite this year.
No, they're not elite this year. And sometimes I don't think their size isn't as good as it usually has been. I mean, Kaufman Wren's good, but the guys around him, the big guy, I mean, they don't have that Zach Edey. I don't know why I always call him Matt Edey. Maybe because Iowa had a quarterback named Matt Ide.
We did.
But no, I don't think Purdue is as good as they've been recently. And then last night, that Michigan-Nebraska game, Nebraska almost won that game without 2 of their best players at Michigan. They should have won that game. And then, of course, Rutgers found a way to lose. Rutgers was leading Michigan State the whole way. They were up by like 6 with Harty, and Michigan State found a way to get it to overtime at 73, and then they ended up winning by like 9. Rutgers is just a team that's just in a complete tailspin.
88-79.
Yeah, and like I said, Rutgers was lead. When I turned it on, Rutgers was ahead 21-13. Watched it for a while, and then when I went back to it late in the second half, Rutgers was up by 6 or 8. And I remember saying to myself, they'll still find a way to lose this game, and they did. Now you could say Michigan State found a way to win it. Once that game got to regulation, even though it was at Rutgers, it was over. And that's what it turned out to be.
Well, we struggled against Rutgers. It was a very
that was probably
ugly game.
That was probably Iowa's worst game. I would say so. That was the men's version of the women's Northwestern game.
Yeah, very much
But
so.
now the women are better than the men right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're just a better team in their world. They just are.
For sure.
They're further advanced. They're year 2 under a new head coach, and that head coach was an extension of the previous head coach, so it's kind of like comparing apples and oranges.
So, yeah, but it's a big week, as you said. We'll find out a little bit more about our women's team. We're flying high at 9-0, but
flying high. Yeah.
But We shall see more.
Yep. What do you think, Captain? Has there been a good show so far today?
I think this is one of the
best?
Sure.
Was it you and Hunter from 5 a.m.
We
till now?
brought it.
You guys brought it?
Oh, God, yes.
And then what's after? Is it Molly Lang? What do we got?
We got Lang.
We got
It's Hay Lang.
It's Hay Lang.
Hey, Lang.
And weather, there's no weather issues. Haven't we, other than cold, haven't we really been
We
seeing
dodged
some of
this
this?
cold.
We locked up.
Seeing some, I mean, they were interviewing some lady in, was it Louisville? And all of a sudden this big, massive tree in her front yard just almost killed her. Her and the TV person.
Listen, we're in this, I don't know, protected zone.
I know.
And we have been for a long time. I mean, up north, they've got terrible weather. Just to the south, it's awful.
Well, it's not like we haven't even had any gray overcast lately. It's just been bright, sunny.
No, it's been nice.
It's amazing how
Except cold.
Oh, it's been cold as hell. I park where I normally do, and yesterday I regretted it. It's about 3/4 of a mile from Carver. I use it for football. It's convenient for football. It's right by that Stella's restaurant, that little side road there.
Yeah.
Near where you grew up on Coast.
Gulfview.
Yeah, and it's right there, and there's free parking right there, and there's almost always available other on football game day. But yesterday I kind of regretted it because it's back and forth. It's about 1.5 miles. But, man, yesterday, the northwest wind at 8:45 in the morning, I was walking. I mean, I had my hood, the KCJJ hood on, had my hand. I didn't wear gloves like an idiot, but I had and I froze my ass off. It was cold. Going back, the wind was behind me, made a huge difference, and it was an hour later, but, man, it was cold. It was cold.
I washed the car yesterday. I was worried about washing it.
Where'd you wash it?
Club car wash.
Because I saw a couple that were closed. Is that because it's so cold? Do some close when it's this
I
cold?
imagine so.
Club was open right across the highway from me, and it dried it. I didn't have any problem. The doors didn't.
Well, you're glad they
up or
dried it because
nothing.
you don't want it to.
Well, I mean, that dryer was going full bore. So.
Because you imagine getting it washed and then driving out and stuff at the door, you'd be frozen.
Get out.
You couldn't get out of your car. So I did. So today the high is like 16.
19 today. Right now it's out here. It's 11.
Wow.
With
So it's risen
wind chill
16.
minus. Well, wind chill out here.
And then
it's minus.
Tomorrow
20.
high teens again, right?
16, then 14 Friday. Low 20s on Saturday, upper 20s with snow on Sunday, a chance.
And then they said back to the
And
30s
low
next
30s,
week.
yeah.
Okay, so
That'll be great.
that'll be great because then by then we're well into February and you're starting to actually see March, and you can actually
In
see.
April, May.
Well, I don't want to go that fast. I'm too old to go that fast. But even at my age, I like to get through with winter. Don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't like to just wish days away, but
No.
But still, this.
As I get older, and I hate this cliche, but it's true, I really don't like winter very well.
I don't either, but I also don't like the alternative of trying to figure out a way to go live in warm weather because I don't really want to. Plus, I can't do that
I
now.
used to love winter, and I don't like it at all.
It's just too cold.
Yeah.
But the problem is, too, if it's 25 to 30 when it's more pleasant, then that's when you get all the snow. And
Well, I just walked from here to dump out some trash to the
Dumpster? Yeah.
and came back just in my. And these are pretty good.
They are.
Sweatshirts.
They are.
They're pretty heavy.
And it was cold.
I'm still cold.
Yeah, no, it's cold.
Yeah.
This has been a pretty long stretch of sub 20 weather. I mean, we've pretty much been in the below zero and lower teens or below for a good week, haven't we?
Pretty much.
But God, back in the 30s next week will feel feel great.
Especially if the sun is warm.
Yes, that is one nice thing about living in the Four Seasons is when you do see it finally changing into spring, it is pretty cool.
It is.
Because I remember even the 9 months I spent in Florida, it was just nothing changed. Hey, it's not quite as humid this month as it was that last month. That was the only thing in Florida. Nothing ever changed. It was just like someone pouring pancake syrup on you every day. Hot pancake syrup.
My animals under the deck are coming out for the food.
They're not?
No, birds are eating like mad, but
So they're staying warm.
yeah.
Funny, I looked out in my backyard yesterday, and there were 4 deer, and I didn't see the fourth one, but there were 3 of them just but then when I opened up the door to tease them, this big, massive male who had been sitting down, but the color kind of blended in with my grass and my shrubs in the back, so I didn't see. It stood up like, yeah, what are you going to do about it, dude?
Hey, you son of a
it was
bitch.
I'm assuming it was a family. It looked like a male mom and then two other ones. They hung out there, and I went inside. And I'm like, no, it rose up like, no, you ain't coming down here. And they stayed in my backyard for pretty much the rest of the day because bright sun was beating right down on them, and they just stayed there the whole day.
Yesterday, coming to work on Highway 6 and Keokuk,
Yeah.
and there was a family of deer just crossing the road, and
They're everywhere.
And I pulled out. I could, and I just hit my flashers and stopped the traffic.
Well, on Friendship yesterday, I was driving. This car stopped right in front. I'm like, what are you doing? Then I looked to the left. There's like 6 deer in this front yard of this house. And I think he was anticipating maybe one. And that's just what you got. They're just everywhere now.
We have a group of 7, up to 7.
And see, I can see your neighborhood getting, because you don't live too far from Regina, and then you've got all that open
that
space.
Hickory Hill.
And they just go back and they do. And I live not far from Scott Park, and I also have creeks right by, and they just go up and down. But
well, we got one and it's just one that lives in the neighborhood, and it just goes from house to house. Sometimes it's laying in my front yard.
yeah,
they
don't really, other than they do eat stuff at times. But I'll tell you, this male was huge. He was one of the biggest deer I've ever, and you could tell his nostrils were flaring. He did not like the fact that I like to go out on my deck and make fun of the deer and yell at them. And I know it's stupid. It's my neighbors probably think there's issues and whatever.
Well, there's issues.
There's issues. I get that, but I don't have dogs anymore, so I got to tease the animals that come in. You know. But I think Lakota would have went running down those steps, and I think that big man would have said, "Bring it, dog," and it would have been a battle. That would have been. I would not want to have seen that. And then what's funny is when they want to leave, I got an extension on my fence that makes it. They hop over that thing like it's nothing.
It's just like
it's incredible.
This wasn't AI either, because this was before AI. But I said, there's a cat that was chasing a bear, and for some reason, animals understand gravity, but they do not get.
Well, have you seen the
size.
deer in the
They
rhinoceros?
don't do size well.
Have you seen the deer in that was I believe in a zoo in Romania.
Yeah.
This tiny little deer was charging a rhinoceros, unless it was AI. That's just it.
Well, now you got to wonder. But
did you hear about the Luca Garza Alex Preddy thing?
No.
There was some post on Facebook saying that he was related to the Garzas and they were going to pay for all his funeral expenses.
Jesus.
It was something, and they did it to Frank Kaminsky too. It looked as authentic as it could.
The AI crap. No, this where the cat was chasing that was before it.
And I assume this. I don't know if the rhinoceros thing. It was hilarious, but you just don't know. There's so much AI. But this thing with Garza, none of it was true. Actually, I reached out to Halas. And he's the one because I'm not on Facebook, and he called me, Pat, he goes, this is fake. He goes,
they have that crap all the time on Facebook.
Yeah, it
BS.
It just takes the whole fun out of. It really does.
Social media.
It ruins it.
Well, and also reporting news, and
I just don't get it. Why do it?
I don't understand why anybody would benefit from that. I don't get it.
I don't get it. And the woman from CBS. That took over CBS yesterday.
Yeah.
Barry Weiss.
Yeah, she's telling everyone, hey, if you don't like the new CBS, you can leave.
Their ratings are leaving.
Well,
they've dropped back.
They want to get rid of Scott Pelley and that Alyssa.
Well, yeah, they're shifting to a Fox type
Anderson
thing.
Cooper. Yeah, they
want. And that and there's a market for that. But like I said, their ratings have dropped significantly.
Well, yeah.
But I don't watch any of that. Other than sports, I can't remember the last time I watched CBS.
But the thing that is frightening is going back to she wants to be more like, we got to reflect social media. No, you really no.
I mean, Twitter's not the real world.
Well, nor is Facebook,
nor
is Instagram, nor is any of them.
But so much of Twitter, like all these
TikTok,
so much of the stuff that most of them, I'm guessing, a lot of them are bots. These ones that have these AI faces of beautiful-looking people or eagles with draped in flags. Aren't most of those bots?
But there's media and even newspapers that are going with this AI. There's a radio station doing AI.
Well, that's been going on for a while.
And all they're grabbing is this crap on social media. There's a newspaper that I think it's in Arizona that half of the stuff is off of social media, and a good portion of it isn't true.
Well, there's been papers that have tried to cover high school sports with AI, and it just didn't work.
I mean,
It just can't work.
No.
I mean,
we are living in an alternative universe.
it's almost like we want to get to the point where
Nothing is
everything is done by something besides us as humans, and I don't get. And as long as you're in charge of those that are doing it, you're going to be fine. But I don't get the huge rush to want to have AI.
No,
be
I
such
don't
a
like
part.
AI at all.
I don't either.
No.
And that's when I do kind of like the age I am, whether I've heard of the movie Cars or not. You know, I mean,
It was Cars 2, and Cars 3.
oh, so there was.
3 cars.
I didn't.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, that's
Hey, Spotify, there they go.
AI.
AI. But yeah, I hadn't heard of any of that. But like again, most of those kids yesterday were probably 5, 6,
Well,
7.
you heard of Up.
I saw Up. I watched it. Remember when Steve Martin said
I look like the
he had got new glasses. He goes, he did. He goes, I look like the man from Up.
He does.
He does really, and he tries to. I think he tries to look like the man from. But no, did you watch Up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's a good movie.
I
It was.
started watching that thing, and an hour into it, I'm like, I cannot believe I'm still watching this.
And it was
thing.
good.
And wasn't it Ed Asner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a good movie.
It is.
I was wondering, well, the kids were little, and they wanted, it's a cartoon.
It's kind of sad, but
and-
also
yeah.
triumphant at the end. But it was sad at
Yeah.
times, getting old and
Yeah.
what have you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying. But no, didn't it win a bunch of awards?
Yes.
No, it was a real good movie.
Yeah.
No, it was not as good as The Water Horse. If I had to pick between The Water Horse and Up,
okay.
I'm picking The Water Horse over Up. Sorry, Up. Or
I
down.
believe I would, too.
Yeah, there you go. Water Horse. Do you think the kids yesterday? What if I say the Water Horse to the kids on the beat?
They'd say, get out of here, old man.
But yeah, but the Water Horse came out in 2007, not much after Cars.
I mean, when you brought up Cars, they were babies watching, Cars.
well, James Allen said he had heard of Cars because he has kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, and maybe I had heard of it at one time or I'd seen but like yesterday it drew
That's how I heard of it.
It drew a complete blank. I had no idea.
My,
And at first I thought maybe the guy who had asked him what his favorite band, but why would Ben Bennett start says the Cars, but then he said movie and that's where he lost me. See, I was thinking he would say Apocalypse Now,
Well, they wouldn't watch that.
Casablanca.
On a bet.
No, I'm kidding.
Casablanca. Yeah.
Defiance.
Oh, my
Starring
kids.
Jan Michael Vincent.
My kids will not sit through a black and white movie. They will not watch it.
There's not many.
Well,
Movie. I mean, Andy Griffith, of course. I won't sit through a colored version of Andy Griffith. What are the good black and white, like Citizen Kane's? That's black and white, right?
Yeah.
It's
But it's a snooze.
but
Yeah,
your
you
kids
know-
never watched It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, but we have a colorized version also that they prefer.
listen, that Citizen Kane, we had to
Boring.
watch that in film class. It's
Snooze fest.
snooze.
To me, certain movies I don't like watching. Andy Griffith color version or It's a Wonderful
Well,
Life
the
color. I like them black
instructor
and
couldn't
white.
believe. TA couldn't believe. I thought it was just. This is one of the greatest movies.
I made it through like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
just God.
another movie I never really. Dr. Strangelove. I mean, it was. But
It was good.
It was okay. Other people. Oh my God.
Did you like Clockwork Orange?
I liked it more than Doctor Strangelove, but
No.
it was silly. It was so stupid. It was sort of entertaining, but it was really stupid.
I didn't like it
But
at all.
for
But
some people, it was like a
stupid.
cult movie.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The Kubrick genius. You know?
I liked the gratuitous nudity, and that was about it.
I mean, Kubrick to me, Stanley Kubrick to me was hit and miss. I mean, 2000, that was him too.
Terrible.
Snooze. I mean,
Oh, 2001?
it was
sucked.
ridiculous.
Yeah, Jesus, hell. Hi, hell.
I mean, I was driven to insanity by the boredom of it all.
And then at the end, the infant at the end, I'm going, what the I almost said it.
I did the other day, didn't I? You weren't here. I did a fleeting expletive.
Don't.
I did it. Didn't I drop an F-bomb, Suter?
Yeah, you did.
I dropped an F-bomb. the
Don't
other-
do that.
No, I first time I think I've ever done it.
But I mean, really, I sat through that whole damn thing, and then the infant, and I'm going, what?
I think
What
I
did
sat through it
just
one
do?
time, but it was torture. I did like the song a little bit.
Which song?
The theme song to the movie.
Da, da, da,
Yeah, that's sort of it was sort of unique.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
but the movie itself, though, was just so boring.
That shouldn't have been a hit, but it was.
Yeah, well, it sucked.
What
The
made
whole
it a
movie,
hit?
the song
Just
sucked,
because
the
of
movie sucked.
the movie and people.
And was it trendy to think you like that? Sometimes
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
people
yeah.
convince themselves that movies are good because they think it makes them look edgy and trendy.
Yeah, oh no,
Ridiculous.
all my did you see that movie? Oh, that was life-changing.
Yeah, use it to go to sleep
Yeah.
at night. Sure, that would be a perfect
That
movie at
would
night.
be.
Hey, let's put on that. Have
that
two,
white noise on and
2 beers, 2001 Space Odyssey, sleep. That's all it would take.
Terrible movie.
Yeah, no, it was not.
Yeah.
Did you like Alien?
yes.
I didn't like it as much as a lot of people did. I mean, it was
It was,
It was creepy.
it was creepy.
it was creepy. Sigourney Weaver. I like Sigourney Weaver.
It was
yeah.
creepy. The thing coming out of the
Sigourney?
guy's
Is it Sigourney?
Sigourney.
Sigourney.
It's Sigourney.
Sigourney.
Iowa.
That's Iowa.
Yeah. Sigourney.
I know you're always thinking of your listeners, but
Yeah, but no, it was okay, but it.
then it grew to Alien versus Predator. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's still on my scroll down. It was
Yeah,
on the
I
other.
missed that
I
one.
could have clicked that. I could have watched that the other day.
You like Kindergarten Cop?
No, I didn't see any of that.
My father-in-law was in Kindergarten Cop.
Seriously?
He was, yes. A scene walking down the street just in front of Arnold.
I liked it.
When did it come out?
It was cute. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I liked
was
it or
a
not
cute movie. I like Arnold.
because I never saw
Late
it.
90s or 2000.
Most
maybe?
of Arnold's movies don't do much for me.
I like Arnold. Well, because
True Lies was good.
his movies, even the ones that are supposed to be, deadly
like
serious
Twins
and
and stuff.
everything,
I mean, just-
he always sticks something in there that's just damn
How
funny.
about Predator?
And he
What was
knows
fun?
it is.
What was the funny part about Predator? Go to the chopper. Did you watch Predator? You never saw it.
No.
You wouldn't. like it.
1990.
Jesus.
Kindergarten
God, I wasn't even
Cop.
here yet. I was still living in Des Moines. That's how long that came out.
I don't know. I get a kick out of him liking the Terminator.
Well, your kid was. I mean, that was 36 years ago. How
Yeah.
old was your kid?
Well, he's
teenager.
40. He's,
What year was he
40
born?
He's 46. He was born in 79.
So he was like 10 or 11 when that
Yeah.
movie came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did see it. I mean, Arnold and the Terminator, the first one, the first two, those were okay. I mean, I made it through the both Terminators. Did you?
Arnold, no.
I mean, they were okay. I didn't. I mean, they
I
weren't.
liked him.
No.
I'm trying to think
Why
what.
didn't you like him?
I don't like him.
What other movies has Arnold done that were like True Lies was good? And I thought
Yeah.
Tom Arnold, even though he owes me money, I thought he was really good in that movie.
He's going to be at the Englert
Yeah.
Arnold
in
is?
a week
Yeah.
or so. Tom Arnold, yeah.
Should I
Yeah,
show up?
Hit him up.
I should.
Seriously.
I went. He'd remember me. I think he'd. Yeah, no, he'd probably.
Hit him
I should
up.
tell my buddy because my buddy texted me from Maine, who was with us that night, to tease me that he was out there in Maine. I'm like, well, ask him for my
you
money.
know who else borrowed money from him? And I know this
From
for a
Arnold?
fact, yeah.
Who?
Brad.
From Tom Arnold?
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Yeah. I mean, I didn't. Well, no, we're not even going to discuss the circumstances. That's. I mean, but I should, man. That would be hilarious.
Okay, before I forget, did you call Iman?
No. What I did is I said, I'm just going to move my extender. I'm going to move it downstairs close to the TV and see what happens.
What's going on?
And it worked.
This is one of your guys'
perfectly.
esoteric. What's going on here?
Well, you couldn't get into some streaming sites.
Why? What was
There's
it?
downstairs TV.
Downstairs. Well, I think it was our. I moved my extender downstairs closer to the TV, and it fixed the problem
Okay, does it work upstairs?
perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't tried. My TV downstairs hasn't been on in 3 years. It's Padaski's old 54-inch flat screen just sitting down there, just waiting for someone to turn it on. But I've noticed a little bit of buffering more than usual lately, but actually it went on for about 3 or 4 days. Now I sense it's stopped. But there was about a 3 or 4 day period where it was just, it would buffer a little bit.
Call him.
Well, I did get something from interesting. I've got now. Last week it was $29.99 for the next 5 years. Yesterday I got one $34.99 for the next 3 years. So I've got both of these plastic, these cards that they're putting in my mailbox from MediaCom. And I went in there and when I paid my Amazon bill, and they did not seem surprised. But one thing they did say, she goes, that probably doesn't include all the other additional charges that will come during. But I mean, I think Imon's aware that MediaCom's trying to get some of their customers back. Internet, that's all they want. They don't want me. They don't want. They just want me back from the internet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Well, they want me back. I've got MediaCom, and they want me back on TV.
Well, God, they didn't want me on. They wanted me to leave TV.
Well, they told me to leave.
Yeah, no, I will never do MediaCom TV ever again.
No,
it's just too expensive.
No, I like YouTube,
and I know YouTube's got some deficiencies, but it's still relatively fair price. It's going to keep going up like everything else.
I think it's technically superior.
I like it.
I like everything about it other than the channel.
Yeah, well,
other than navigating, that's the only thing. It's kind of silly, but when you don't have numbers, that's just the way it is. But that's the only real complaint I got about it.
Yeah, my TV remote doesn't. My TV doesn't have numbers.
I generally know what I'm looking for when I turn my.
Well, TV I do too, and it used to do a better job of always having the ones I want up there. But it hasn't been doing that lately, and it always has certain channels that, like the channel that has Walker, Texas Rangers, always up there. I never watch it, and it's always up there.
They're paying for that.
I know, but I don't watch it. It's supposed to.
I know.
It's supposed to adjust to what you watch.
Yeah, well,
and it doesn't.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's one of my. That's my only complaint.
Adjust to what you watch, unless they pay for it.
Yeah, it's not adjusting to what I watch. I still have to do the scroll down, but that's about my only complaint. But prices are going to keep going up. I'm guessing in a year or two we'll be close to over $100 a month.
Yeah, because they're adding all these. Well, they're going to come up with options like a sports package.
That'll be nice because there's a lot of crap channels on there that I never even consider watching. Tons of them. I would say 90% of the channels on my scroll down list.
95,
I don't
98%.
I don't even
never watch.
I watch maybe 10. I don't watch any.
That's probably a little more than I do. I mean. Now there's like a CBS. That's a channel I don't watch.
Like the local
but if there's a
channels,
sporting event on CBS, I'll watch it. But I don't consider myself a daily CBS watcher.
No. But see, I found if you're within 5 minutes of the program you normally watch, or it will tell you.
It used to do it much better than it's been doing it lately. It just hasn't been doing it.
Like if there's a Hawkeye game playing.
It always does that.
It not only does that, but because I got the app on my phone, it will put a little. It'll put the picture.
Well, it'll put any Big Ten. It'll put any Big Ten basketball game that's on one of the channels. It'll put that up there because I mean. So it does. But there's still sometimes things that I click on all the time, and it's still I have to go searching
for. See where
Caitlin's
gonna.
I did see that. Yeah, I saw
for NBC Sports.
Yeah, she's going to come in and during the All-Star break, right?
For NBA?
Yeah, she's going to be she's going to do analyst work and whatever. That's good. I mean, that's a way to spread her brand. It's also a way to give the WNBA a presence within the NBA structure.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And that'll help. In the NBA, I'm telling you, they need some help. I mean, their ratings are okay, but there's a lot of anti-NBA people out there too. There's a lot of people that don't like the NBA. And I think some of it's.
I don't like them.
Well, I think yours. I mean, I think some of it for some people it's political. But
that's true.
I don't believe yours.
That isn't it for
me.
me.
I don't I mean, you dislike. I mean, I don't dislike or like. I have no dislike for any professional sport. There's no reason to dislike it. I just don't watch some.
What about?
So you don't like the NBA?
I haven't sat down and watched an NBA game in decades.
What about the 24-hour
I'm not interested.
channel?
I don't hate it. Pat.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not interested.
Not interested is probably a better word than dislike.
Yes, it is.
What's that?
The pickleball channel. The 24-hour
I don't care. You bring that up all the time. I don't care.
Well,
I don't think I've ever seen it on my log. And I've never seen the word pickleball, but if it's there, that's fine. But you bring it up all the time. Why?
It's ridiculous.
I know, but you've said that before.
I know. I say a lot of things before.
I know.
I'm 77.
Yes.
I would expect it.
The pickleball.
Sunset Strip.
The pickleball channel is ridiculous. Is that?
It is to me, but if somebody's really into it,
I know somebody who really enjoys playing pickleball. They say it. Isn't it kind of like a cross between ping pong and badminton? Sort of.
I think it looks more like tennis to me, only.
Ping pong and tennis.
Okay. Or tennis and badminton.
I mean, it's a bigger court. It's not table tennis because that's.
But I know some people that love
small.
it, and they say it's great exercise too. Yeah, they really enjoy doing it. So, but yeah, I didn't realize there's a channel dedicated to.
There's a channel dedicated to everything.
Well, there's a channel that TLC has just turned into just a freak show.
It's a freak show.
I mean, it really is just one freak show after another. People love apparently watching other people in misery. I guess I don't.
I guess.
I mean, I don't get it.
Speaking of misery, why don't we take our break?
What, are we taking them out of their misery?
Taking them out of their misery. So we'll be right back.
All our listeners are getting back to listen to the ads.
800-800-ROSE.
1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country.
1-800-800-ROSE.
It's so easy. Just remember one number, 1-800-800-ROSE, your FTD florist.
1-800-800-ROSE.
Remember,
don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
For a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Harty and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Harty and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Harty and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HartyandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483. 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance. Honest plumbing at a fair price.
On an athletic team, you need team players, good athletes, superior equipment, and the best coaches available. In real estate, you need to have a good title and settlement team at your disposal. Hi, this is Steve Anderson. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, you need quality title and settlement services. Consider the team at Hawkeye Title. Give us a call at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
So the holiday season is winding down, and you know what that means. The dreaded chore of taking down the outdoor Christmas lights. The cold, the wind, the tangled cords, the burned-out light strands. You can't wait to just shove them into a box and worry about them next year. Wouldn't you rather leave those lights up and customize them for different holidays all year long? Well, now you can with Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illumilights provides illumination for every occasion, holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course lighting for all your favorite sports. The Illumilights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illumilights LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. For more information about Illumilights permanent outdoor lighting, go to BigDogTEK.net or give them a call at 319-395-0800. That's 319-395-0800.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. And it works. Deer divots and dings do damage, but Premier Auto will do right by you. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Do yourself a favor. When your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier. The deer don't like Premier, but you will. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Hit a deer? Call Premier. When you go to a family restaurant, you want three things. One, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Two, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And three, you want to be treated like family. You get all three at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurants at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you. GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit Supples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy, 20,000 square foot indoor facility, holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential. Develop a strong work ethic and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do the, people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Dairy Brothers Ford talk about what Here For You means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as a statement Here For You, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Dairy Ford in Iowa City.
Our Oxyoke family is ready to serve you with the same quality of food and service you've come to trust since 1940. Serving lunch, dinner, banquets with 4 portion sizes, Sundays featuring our famous brunch buffet. Visit oxyokin.com for serving hours, menus, reservations, carry-out orders, and gift cards. From our Oxyoke family to yours, we can't wait to see you again soon. Oxyokin, in the heart of Amana.
The Oxyokin.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
Meteorologist Rodney Price, sunshine and some passing clouds into the afternoon as high temperatures approach the 20-degree mark, or wind chills, though, sub-zero with a breezy northwest wind. More clouds on the way in the overnight. Lows in the lower single digits. Our wind chills around 10 below. Thursday, expect a cooler day with mid-teens and partly sunny skies. That's the forecast on the mighty 1630 KCJJ.
It's 12 at our studios.
KCJJ weather brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
Minus 13 is the wind chill out here. We're back.
All right. Well, yesterday, finally, after the most ridiculous wait in history, the Big Ten football schedule was finally released. Very interesting to me. First three games are, of course, out of conference. Northern Illinois, Iowa State, and UNI all at home.
Boy, that's something different.
But then the next three is something different.
Well, they play Ohio State and Michigan and Ohio State out of the gate for just the fourth time, I think, since 1954. Iowa put that stat out there. Where they play them in back-to-back weeks, and they do that to start the Big Ten. But it's that 3 out of the first 4 are on the road. Then they're at Washington. But, I mean, but they also...
It's a challenge.
It is, but they also, they don't play Ohio State. I mean, I'm not Ohio State. They don't play Oregon. They don't play USC. They only play one of the 4 West Coast teams.
And don't play Indiana.
And don't play Indiana.
Have to say that
so, I mean, you
anymore.
can go back and forth. I mean, the schedule is what it is now. You're going to me, though, I think it's not a bad schedule overall. They got the one West Coast trip, which they're always going to have. That's just the way it is now. But the fact that they avoid Oregon, I'd rather play Michigan right now than Oregon or Indiana. Just the way both programs, without question. No knock on Michigan, but
well, the other interesting thing to me, okay, you got the 3 toughies out of the box at Michigan, hosting Ohio State at Washington, but then after that, you've got a Big Ten West schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that is favorable.
And none of those teams are right now very good.
Exactly.
Yeah. So no, it's not. Again, with the Big Ten now in football, very top heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like basketball, women's basketball, but then you've got about 13, 14 teams that are either pretty good, average, or below average, and I think that's what it's going to be like in football next year, too. I mean, they got to go to Illinois. That'll be interesting. They got to go to Northwestern.
And that'll be late.
And is the new stadium ready by next year?
It sure is.
So that's going to be, those are, I mean, of course, I'd rather go to Northwestern than to Oregon or to Indiana or what have you. But no, for every bad thing you can find about the schedule, I think you can counter it with something that's positive.
There's three games that are interesting to me to travel to. I don't think that we will.
Well, I'm disappointed.
I kind of want to go to Washington.
I thought you guys were.
We're planning on it. I mean, we can stay with friends out there.
I'm encouraging you both to go.
And then at Minnesota is always
that's
a fun trip.
Yeah, see, I disagree. But I have a different take on it. I mean, I go there to work, and it's cold. And last time we went there, we couldn't park anywhere, and he couldn't drive, and he was miserable. So that's my counter.
Okay.
But the Washington one, Captain, don't you think that could easily be a nice week for them in the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah, well, the bluest skies you ever seen are in Seattle.
That's right.
And Bigfoot's nearby there, because isn't that near where Harry?
Is that Here Come the Brides?
Yeah.
Isn't that where the Hendersons lived, and Harry and the Hendersons near Seattle?
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
You haven't seen Harry and the Hendersons?
I have not.
You think the kids on the beat have heard of Harry and the Hendersons? Should I ask them tonight at the game?
No.
No, I don't like gimmicky movies like that.
It was not a high point for the Bigfoot legend, I would say.
I thought it was.
Was it some of John Lithgow's best work?
Yeah. John Lithgow was great in Third Rock.
I never saw that.
Third Rock from the Sun.
How about Footloose?
He
was the evil pastor in Footloose, the evil preacher, whatever.
Yeah, he's really good. He can do comedy. He can do
I
drama.
know. So you are thinking of going to the Washington, or is it too late now? You've already decided.
At Washington?
Yeah.
No, I think we probably will.
Because, if you got a place to stay.
We got to figure out the tickets, and I don't know if my friend has any sort of
Can't you just go through the ticket office at the school?
Sometimes.
I can't imagine the games.
Because I don't want to go through the University of Iowa because the tickets are miserable, and they're always.
You mean as far as seating?
Yeah, terrible.
Okay.
In the end zones
and I've never been to that stadium, but from all the times I've seen it, the the water's right there. It's right on the.
No, it looks
is
really
it right,
pretty.
Is that the Puget Sound? Is
Yeah,
that what,
yeah.
No, it does look really big, beautiful evergreen trees and stuff. So, and that'll be a tough game. I mean, Washington.
It will.
And that's a game where I look at that right now. I'd probably say that's a loss.
Well,
I mean, Washington went 9-4 this year. They're pretty good.
We probably won't be favored in the first 3 Big Ten games in any of them.
No,
I wouldn't think.
but it's hard to know what to make of Michigan.
It is.
I think Iowa by the end of this year was better than Michigan. Don't you?
I do, and I like catching them early on with a new coach and everything.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And before they've had a chance to gel, I'm hopeful that works out well for them. But we have a new quarterback too.
Yes, and the other thing is maybe if you caught them later and they're struggling, that could also be
that's
better.
true.
So yeah, you can twist it in all different ways, but I don't know. When it came out, I guess I was looking at this. I'm like, okay, but then I said, well, Michigan's not really Michigan right now. It's going to be interesting, but to play those two out of the gate is interesting. And Ohio
Find
State,
a way to win one of them. You know?
Oh yeah, if you find a way to win one of them, Ohio State again on paper is going to be just loaded again next year. And my guess is they're going to be a little angry. I mean, to lose in the what round did they lose in the playoffs? Did they lose their first game?
Second, I think, wasn't
Okay,
it?
well, whatever the case, they got beat. No, I think
Maybe it was their first.
They lost to Indiana, didn't they?
I think so.
God, it's been 3 weeks and I've already forgotten.
Uh-huh.
But the point is, they didn't go where their fans expect them to go. And so they're going to have – I'm not saying Ryan Day's back on the hot seat, but I'm sure there's some fans that are probably, well, we better get to that championship next year or else. That's just kind of how their mentality is.
As long as they beat Michigan, a good chunk of their fan base is okay.
Okay, but if they can beat Michigan and not – if they beat Michigan and don't make the playoff, their fans are going to be irate. Michigan that win doesn't do that much anymore. You've got to make the playoff at Ohio State or you're not doing your job. That's just the perception it is, whether it's fair or not, whether it's realistic. If you're the Ohio State head coach and you go 2 or 3 years without making the playoff, you're going to be gone.
Well, that's true.
You're going to be gone. That's just the way it is. Fair or not, that's just the world we live in now. They're paid a lot of money. They got a lot of great connections at Ohio State. The program recruits itself. So yeah, that game is going to be tough. I can't remember. Is it there or is it here?
Who? Ohio State? Here.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, and the crowd will be rocking, and to think that game from 2017 will be 9 years ago when they play Ohio State this fall. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
9 years ago. It's amazing to think how time flies.
And I'm kind of interested in going to the Northwestern game because of the new stadium.
Yeah. Me too. I don't go. I mean, I don't. Of course, I'm not going to go to Seattle. I mean, some of the I went to Iowa State. I had planned on going to Wisconsin this year, but I had an emergency. I couldn't go. But Northwestern, I want to go. I want to see the new stadium, and it looks like it's going to be really cool.
Really cool.
Really cool.
A kind of boutique stadium, if you will.
And it's only going to hold
40,000.
Yeah, 36 to 40,000, which will be perfect because I would think most games it'll be close to being full. And it'll just have a really neat look to it. And I'll tell you, facilities-wise, Northwestern, they've redone that basketball arena is beautiful. I love it. Now, their team's not very good this year, but their weight training facility that's right on the shores of Lake Michigan, you're sitting there lifting weights and seeing the waves beat up against the shore. That's stuff you can sell to recruits. Now, unfortunately, you got to be really smart to get in there, and so guys like me never could have even walked in the door. But that's one of the challenges they face. But no, that is. So you're thinking of going to Northwestern next year?
I haven't really talked about it with Ann, but
and you could also hit Champaign for a long weekend.
It's going to be cold, though.
But think about 3 days in Champaign in November.
Not
how does that? A couple steakhouses.
Well, I do like steakhouses.
Yeah. The Northwestern wanted Shane.
Northwestern wanted him.
He gave him a scholarship. They were going to give him a scholarship.
Who's Shane?
My kid.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I that just kind of came out of nowhere.
Well,
scholarship for what?
Northwestern.
For Northwestern. For sociology.
Oh, to teach or to go as a student? Or I don't know what you're talking about.
Student.
Okay, you just kind of just threw that
well, you talked about Northwestern.
And you, okay, all right. And
then I waited till you finished your thoughts, and then I put that in there.
Well, you said Northwestern wanted Shane, and I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know. had no idea what you were talking about.
He went here.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because he's an Iowan.
Okay.
Hawkeye.
A lot cheaper, too.
True dat.
A lot cheaper.
Well, part of it was paid, though.
Although my nieces came here for free because they were on presidentials. One of them got like $70,000 worth of money to come here, and the Press Citizen wrote a story about her. They did. They actually
That's a chunk.
They actually wrote it. Well, she did a bunch of research prior to coming here, and guess what they both do for livings now?
The lawyers?
Doctors.
Oh.
One's a doctor in Kansas City. The other's a doctor in San Francisco, where it's really expensive.
Press Citizen wrote some mean stories about me.
Yeah. Well,
very mean.
Very mean.
They wrote a really nice story about my niece, Halen. And no, they did. Well, I
think in the story they said, she's the opposite of that son of a bitch.
Well, no, they didn't write about her having a presidential, even though those are not very common. Not many people get them. The angle was because she got all the scholarship money for some lab research she had done. She got $70,000 worth of scholarship money to come here.
Now, Amy had something called a presidential scholarship to Drake, but it was nowhere near $70,000.
Well, no, the presidential scholarship wasn't the $70,000 was something additional. Doesn't the presidential? It pays you basically go to school for free, don't you?
No, it wasn't that. But
because my nieces didn't have to pay anything.
What Drake did, what the scholarship to Drake did, was made it about the same amount of money as we would have paid to have her at Iowa.
Yeah, no, I actually
makes it competitive.
Like I said, my niece, her first year in college, she made more money than I did. Seriously, and she let me know that when I was making fun of her music.
I bet she did.
Seven Dust and Corn and all that. She cranked all that stuff. She'd hear Seven Dust and Corn over and over.
Alice Cooper's coming to the
never liked Alice Cooper's music.
Alliance.
You like Alice Cooper's music?
No.
Never liked his music. He seems like a pretty interesting person.
He had a couple of good songs.
Like what?
I liked Clones.
I'd have to hear it. Didn't he do Schools Out for...
Only Women Bleed.
That one ain't
Only
bad.
Women Bleed.
That one's not bad.
And School's Out, I've got to say.
That one was just...
So there's two that I liked.
Only Women, I'll give you that one. But the other one, no. Yeah. He's a big-time golfer.
Yeah.
I heard he used golf to kind of help him Wasn't he Didn't he have some issues with...
Yeah, he had issues and stuff, and then he got...
And he used golf as kind of a way to sort of straighten himself out
Golfed
a little bit.
with Bob Hope. Can you imagine? Alice Cooper.
So he's coming where?
He's coming to the Alliance Center, the powerhouse in Cedar Rapids.
Would he fill Kinnick?
In April.
No.
What will we get at Iowa? What if our next Iowa interview says, Alice Cooper?
I don't think he'll fill the powerhouse.
Are you going?
No.
I think they'll have a pretty good crowd.
What's it hold?
Yeah.
What's it hold?
I don't
Does it hold over 10?
Oh, I don't know. I think it does hold over 10.
So he's still touring. He's got to be in his 80s, isn't he?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, maybe I'm...
Alice.
I mean, he was at his zenith in, like, mid-70s, wasn't he?
Alice Cooper is 70. He's my age.
77?
77, okay. So not far from 80. Yeah. But no, I thought he was a little older than that. Yeah. No, his stuff just never really caught my attention.
The guy's golfing with, like, Bing Crosby.
Hey, good for him.
And Bob Hope and crap. But you don't think of Alice Cooper.
But I will say, get back to the schedule. They should be 3-0. I'm not convinced.
They should be 3-0.
I mean, they get Iowa State here. If an Iowa State team that just basically is just completely being rebuilt, what looked like, I'm not saying suspect players, but I mean,
they're not as the crop.
Their roster has gone through a major change. I think for the worse.
I do too.
I will be stunned if Iowa's not 3-0.
I agree with that.
And if they're not 3-0, that's a problem. And
I agree with that.
If they could be 4-1 going out to Washington, that would be incredible.
And if we were to find a way to win that, then.
But even if you come back from Washington 4-2 with what's left on the schedule, I mean, I'm like, if I had to, without knowing what you're getting from quarterback, I'm going to, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm 8-4. I mean, that's what you always. I think Iowa's to the point now with Kirk where you can always confidently say 8 wins.
Yeah.
But they got a ton to replace on defense.
They do,
and they need a new quarterback. It's gonna next year. It wouldn't surprise me if they took a little step back next year. It really, when I say a step back, 7-6, 7-5, lose a bowl game, maybe go 7-6 or 7-5, win a bowl game, 8-5. I could see that type of season.
Of course, we'll have to see what the other teams look like too. With all the changes and stuff, it's hard to extrapolate.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, right now, if you're Illinois, you're thinking, God, we're going to beat Iowa here next year.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you think that?
Well, because they need a new quarterback, too.
Yeah, but they've been as good or better than Iowa
They
these last
have.
recently, and it's there. If that
They
game
have.
was here, I'd say Iowa. But no, I give Illinois the edge
I
in
would
that
too.
game over Iowa just because it's there, and they're teams that seem pretty even on paper. And, of course, that game's going to mean a lot to Brett because it's Iowa and what have you. I don't know what to make of Northwestern, but they won 7 games this year. I mean, Northwestern's been pretty good under David Braun.
They'll have a new stadium. That might help.
Actually, he's made this program better than it was in Fitz's last couple of years. Fitz didn't he go 2-10 his last 2 years?
I think he did.
Yeah, David Braun, I don't think has won less than 5 games in the time he's been the head coach. So those games are going to be interesting. So, what are the 5 road games again?
5 road games are at Michigan,
Washington,
at Minnesota, at Northwestern, at Illinois.
Yeah, I mean, if they could go 3-2 in those, of course you want to go 4-1. But if they go 3-2 in those, then I think they have a chance for a pretty decent season. And
then put you at possibly 9.
But yeah, and I just don't. Yeah, to me, I mean, if Kirk wins 8 or 9, he passes the smell test for another year. I know some would disagree, but if Iowa goes 8-5 next year, if they go 8-4 and lose a bowl, Kirk's not going to get fired. He's not going to be put under any pressure,
and nor should he.
But if he goes back-to-back 8-5s, they lose, then things will start to build. But this year he won 9. 2023 he won 10. You got to look at it that way. Now again, I've said this before. If Kirk has, let's say they go 5-7 next year, and they go 5-7 and he goes into the year after, if he hasn't already retired by then his job's in jeopardy. It'll take back-to-back losing seasons for Kirk's job.
I would think so.
And I think that's where it is with about any coach right now, even ones that have tons of success and have been here forever. And just the way the world is now, you don't get many more than 2 or 3 seasons to not meet a continued expectation.
No.
But they haven't shown any signs of falling into that category.
No.
The Lion holds 9,000 unless it's basketball, then 6,900.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So my guess is it'd be more like basketball because you're going to have the stage taking up some of the floor. Wouldn't that be right?
Concerts, 9,000.
For concerts.
That's
he
what
does.
it says.
So with basketball, I assume because you can't have any people on the main because of the court.
Yeah.
It takes okay. Yeah. So you don't think he'll fill that up? How much are tickets?
I don't know. I wouldn't think that he'll fill it up, but I don't know.
If you had to guess what tickets are, would you $50, $40?
No, higher.
100?
Maybe 130.
Wow, yeah, $50. Oh,
$50.
That gets you four bowls of soup. $50 don't buy you what it used to, does it?
Boy, it sure doesn't.
You know what doesn't buy you what it used to is $10. Seriously, $10 used to buy you a decent amount of stuff in the day and age, didn't it?
Yeah. But
now, $10 doesn't go very far at all.
But it really doesn't. And you almost can't eat anywhere for less than $10. It's hard.
No, and even if a place says, well, it's $9, and then by the time tax and then tip, next thing that $9 is a $12. I mean, no, $10 doesn't really do. $5 used to give you some hope, but now $5 is just it's like being broke,
it's
isn't
like
it?
a penny.
What can you do with a $5 bill today, Captain? What can you get for $5?
You can get a frappe.
You can get a drink at
frappe at McDonald's.
fast food drink.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few things, single items you can get for $5, but not much.
Okay, Alice Cooper tickets at Powerhouse. Balcony row B, $139 each.
That's just what you guys said. Is that prime seating there? Is that the
Concourse row A, $219 each.
Jesus, I'm $220 to see
floor M5 row 6. These would be real good seats. $289.
I got a new song for him. Only fools spend.
Oh, how about this? Floor M2 row 2, $419 each.
What is Caitlin making an appearance?
Wowzy, wow.
You think Caitlin listens to Alice Cooper?
I would think not, although I think her tastes are more contemporary than that.
Yeah, I think so, but I mean, you don't really know. I mean, Alice Cooper's,
I'm
still listening to Kansas.
I heard her favorite album is Pink Floyd Metal. I can't prove that. That's just what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told by
Heard
sources.
it in your own mind.
Been told by sources.
Sources say.
Sources say. Pink Floyd metal. She loves echoes.
But, he comes out Waters with an anti-Trump thing, and then everybody to a point goes, yeah, but he doesn't like anybody. It means nothing.
I saw a photo of him sitting on
anybody.
They showed him sitting on a train in London, all by himself, all dressed in black, just looking pissed off at the world. Roger Waters.
What a way to go.
Not remembering that he's worth like $300 million and helped, was part of one of the most, whether you guys like them or not, they're one of the most successful bands ever.
Who is?
Pink Floyd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whether you like their music or not.
I don't
they are
have
one
a
of the
problem with their music.
But whether you like them or not, there's a lot of people that don't like them.
Yeah,
But they are one of the most successful bands ever. And one of the most unique bands ever as far as sound. I will always give them that. I mean, Dark Side of the Moon, is there another band that's made anything that sounds anything close to that? Or Wish You Were Here?
Honestly, I haven't.
Carly.
Hunter, you can answer that. Any other band that's made anything close to the Animals, Wish You Were Here, and Dark Side of the Moon, that trilogy there? No sound-wise. Is there anything that even comes... Yeah, nothing compares to it. And a lot of people don't like it. I get it. But no, he's an angry, bitter man, and I really don't understand his politics. He seems to hate every ethnic group, and there's just too much hate, Captain.
I agree.
What the world needs now, Jackie to Shannon.
How about
sweet love?
How about Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame on first ballot?
His girlfriend did.
I'm assuming it's their message for Deflategate and Spygate. Remember, there was some scandal around him during his success.
His girlfriend did get in as an administrator.
Yeah, did she?
Yeah, it's her first.
The 25 and under
time.
group. Yeah.
She's never heard of Pink Floyd.
Oh, you think his girlfriend's heard of Pink Floyd?
I bet she watched Cars, though.
She probably did. She's the same age as the kids on the beat.
She is.
That sounds like a new sitcom, The Kids on the Beat.
Hello.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
A dime ain't worth a nickel these days.
Okay.
Is that the name of the song?
Crickets.
No, I get what he's basically saying.
Is that a reference that we're just not getting?
It must be. Or maybe there's some veiled, I don't know. But he's saying that 10 cents isn't worth 5 cents these days.
Yeah. Well, it isn't.
It's right.
It ain't worth nothing.
You can't do anything with it.
And literally pennies, they're not even using them anymore.
I'm old enough to remember going to the store, little candy store with a dime and walking out of there with some stuff.
You bet.
With a dime.
When I was a kid, you could get the little ice cream cups for a dime when we were in grade school.
And what's weird, if you watch some of those shows from the 60s, and they'll treat like, oh, that was 75 cents. That was a lot of money back then for stuff. 75 cents.
Yeah. When we lived on Kozer Avenue when I was in junior high and high school, I would walk down to Lawson's, where Stella is now. It was a grocery store, and I would get 10 Slim Jims for $1.
Slim.
And sit down and watch TV and eat them.
All 10 of them?
Every single one of them.
That's a lot of beef jerky. Wow.
It was delicious.
I remember Slim Jims.
They are good.
They weren't bad. No, I didn't mind. I couldn't eat 10 of them.
Probably not.
So did you live closer towards Stella's or closer up towards the Sunset?
Past Sunset.
Oh, so you lived west of Sunset. I didn't think Coaster stretched that far. I thought
it did, yes. It does.
Because you had Highland, and then what's the next road after Highland? As you're driving, if you're driving north on Sunset to get ready to go down to Melrose,
I'm not sure.
Because I know Coaster's the last right before you take a right on to Melrose to head towards Kinnick Stadium.
You could walk out my front door, and if I were to cut across, the athletic club was absolutely right there.
I didn't realize Coaster went. I didn't realize it went west of Sunset.
And right about after where our house was, that's when it starts to curve and curves over towards the, what is it, Helen Lemmy, one of the schools?
Yeah, Lemmy.
Yeah.
And those were pretty new homes when you moved in, weren't
they were. Yeah. Ours was new construction. Yeah.
There you go.
They should call the drama department there Lemmy Entertainment.
Are you sure they don't?
They might.
Hey, guys, could you save something for Rex, please?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Again, I'm lost. What are you guys talking about?
Rick's Brandstatter does senior talk.
Oh, okay.
Every week. Wednesday at 12:15, roughly.
There you go.
For 25 minutes.
12:05.
A little later.
We don't do the news on Wednesdays.
Well,
because
there you
Rex
go.
said, "Screw the news."
I'm more important than the news. Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I am the news.
Yeah, there you go.
What did Lang just say?
There's lots of crosstalk today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, again, I feel like I'm an outsider. All this stuff, I'm an outsider.
You're a 17-year outsider.
I'm an outsider.
Yeah.
I'm like the guys. What was that movie, The Outsiders? That was an overrated movie.
You can see it.
That was Francis Ford Coppola shortly after Apocalypse Now, and it just. Have you seen The Outsiders?
Yeah.
It was just. It had all those actors. It was just not.
It was okay.
It was stupid. But it had Matt. It had everyone. It had that whole group: Tom Cruise, Rob Lowe, Patrick Swayze. He was like the older brother, and it was the locals fighting the rich kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I'm walking to the game tonight from Ackerman's, it's going to be 16 degrees.
See, that'll feel balmy compared to that'll be fine.
Bad.
Yeah, no, and it's nice that it's a 6. Aren't you glad it's a 6 o'clock game?
Yes. So
I mean, if this was an
very
8
much
o'clock
so.
game, I could be done at home by 9:30. You know.
No, I don't.
That makes a big difference.
Those going to an 8 o'clock game at Carver is
Not fun.
Way too late for me.
I don't think it's fun to go there. If it was Hilton Coliseum, it's just too late. And you live across town, and so do I.
No, it's just a 6-minute drive.
I mean, think about the people that have to make. I mean, even a drive from Solon's going to take you a lot longer.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm glad this is at 6 o'clock now. They do have at least 2 or 3 more 8 o'clock games left, don't they, on the schedule?
I think 2.
Okay, we had one the other day.
Let's see, the women was Oregon. They don't have that at USC. The women Thursday
That's
is
tomorrow's
8
8 o'clock, yeah.
And then we have an 8 p.m. Illinois at Carver. That's the women. The men have a 10 p.m. at Washington our time. 8 p.m. Nebraska here. 8 p.m. Ohio State here.
See, that's unfortunate that one of those isn't.
It's real.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
And not just for our inconvenience. It sucks for the team. I mean, it would be better if those games were at 7 or even 7:30 would make a little. But that Nebraska, it's going to be hopping in here. My guess is there may be some Nebraska fans.
Oh,
here,
I'm sure.
if Iowa fans are willing to sell their tickets.
Boy,
and,
especially if they're still up towards the top of the league, which I think they probably will.
Yeah, and there's always 2,000 to 3,000 tickets available for these Iowa games,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll be interesting to see. Maybe Nebraska will. Plus, Price Sanford coming back. What date's that game?
Price Sanford's return to Carver Hawkeye Arena is Tuesday, February 17th.
Okay. God, he played when I was watching him yesterday. He's got such a quick release.
Well, he does.
For a guy that's 6'7". Yeah,
I was going to watch a little bit of that game. I turned it on, and within 30 seconds, Price Sanford hit two threes. Yeah. And I said, okay, I'm not watching this.
See, that would be reason for me to keep watching just out of curiosity.
That's fair enough.
But he's probably gonna be first team All Big Ten.
No, he probably should be.
Right now, God, is he making a case for Player of the Year?
But maybe.
I mean, who's Michigan's best player right now?
What's his name? The
best NBA is that Axel Lendenborg.
Yeah, Lendenborg.
He's probably their best all-around prospect as far as upside and everything.
The Illinois guard.
The Illinois. Which one?
The guy that scored 40.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Keaton Wagler is definitely the freshman of the year, and he's right now playing for all conference, whether it's first, second, or third team. But no, it's gonna be interesting. And of course, Bennett Sturtz. I mean, it's gonna be hard.
Depends how we do.
It's gonna be hard picking that first team All Big Ten.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think anyone thought Keaton Wagler was going to be in that discussion.
Well, I certainly did.
And I don't think anyone thought Price Sanford was going to be in that discussion. So yeah, no, it's been, and I'm happy for Price. I wish he was doing it here. Good kid.
I do too.
Really nice
good
kid.
family.
Good family.
Yep.
And he did give it 2 years here, but he grew up more of a Nebraska fan than an Iowa fan.
Yeah.
But he was a fan of his brother, and that's why he came here. Plus, he liked Fran's style. But Price would have fit fine in this offense.
I think he plays good enough D.
And you can see, yeah, he would have. Yeah, he would have had no choice. I mean, you just have a choice. You're
Yeah.
going to have to play D or you're not going to play. That's just how it is. And Cooper even said when I asked him if it's 50-50 offense, he said they work way more. And Ben said that they work, when I asked him that the other day, they work way more on defense than they do offense.
Yeah.
But defense will keep you in games.
And it does.
So.
Ran into Stick Vidnovic today. Chatted with him for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
That was fun.
Name from the past.
Yeah.
Late 60s, early 70s Iowa hoop.
Yeah.
Part of the, was he part of the?
Yes.
He was part of the six-pack, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, the 1970 team that went under. Did you guys start talking about the Jacksonville game?
No, that didn't come up. It has come up before.
You bring it up or he?
I think I brought it up. I think what I said at the time was I said that is still my most painful memory as a Hawkeye fan. And he said, mine too, Tommy.
So is Pembroke Burrows still alive?
I do not think so.
I think you're right, though. I think he passed, but didn't he end up being like a Florida highway patrolman?
Yes.
Can you imagine a 7-foot highway patrolman pulling you over?
No.
And he was a big dude.
Big dude.
I should have tried to get him on. Would you have been nice to him if I got him on the show, or would you have been mean?
I've been a dick.
That would have been good radio.
Ask him if he's seen cars.
If he had kids, he probably had. No, you're right, though. I think, I'm going to look at it. You guys, tell him, before we go, I want to look that up. What did you guys have for dinner last night?
Ann made a hearty stew. It was delicious.
Tex Mex. I told you.
You did that again?
Yeah.
You got to eat better, man.
Yeah, whatever.
That's not going to keep you alive.
So you just ate that
I've had a good run, Suter.
You just ate that big bag of Tex-Mex?
I didn't eat the whole bag.
But that was your dinner.
Yeah.
That was a big-ass bag that Ann made for you.
I still got a lot in the bag.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Eat the whole bag.
Okay, I got it. It's funny. You just type in Pembroke, and it goes right to him. Let's see.
Well, it's not a real common name still.
I'm just trying to find a Wikipedia where you can find the... Okay.
The first thing that pops up is AI.
Yes, I know. I'm fighting through it right now. I can't...
Can't find it?
Pissing me off. So he was a 7-footer, became a lieutenant in the Florida Highway, served 31... Okay, here's the Florida Times Union.
Well, maybe he's still alive. I thought he had passed away.
The story has been updated. I thought he had passed away, too. Hopefully we're wrong. But, no, he was. Well, Artis Gilmore was 7'2", and Pembroke Burrows was the smaller one at 7 feet.
Yeah.
And that height, there was no way Iowa could duplicate that in practice.
No.
And I just think that was of course it sucked losing, but that was a good team they lost to. It wasn't like it was just a complete fluke. Didn't they go all the way to the championship game?
Jacksonville, I think so.
Which back then wasn't hard to do.
It was against UCLA, I think. Was that Gail Goodrich's team, maybe?
I don't.
Maybe not. I can't remember.
Recall. But I just don't understand why I can't find.
But that was that game just it still sticks in my craw.
This is so annoying that I cannot find anything that. There's a ton of stuff on him, but just nothing says if he's still alive or not.
Did you ask, is he still alive?
No.
Look
for
obituary.
I clicked on Pembroke Burrows Wikipedia, and nothing came up. I clicked on Pembroke, is he still alive?
And it didn't answer?
Just put his name obituary.
Well, here's
comes
I
up.
think this is it. No, he wouldn't have been 87 back in 2013. This is a different Pembroke Burrows, if you can believe that.
No.
That was Sider's Funeral Home, Riviera Beach, Florida, in 2013. Pembroke Burrows obituary notice. That's not him. So I just never dreamed it would be this hard to find. But I thought he'd have his own.
He was Pembroke Burrows the third, if that helps.
I thought he would have his own Wikipedia, but he doesn't. So we don't want to bore our listeners.
I'm not. Maybe he is still alive.
I just can't believe it's that hard to find it out.
I know, but I'm not seeing it either.
So I'll try to get him on. If I can, I can't even find if he's alive. How the hell am I going to get a hold of him? Here's photos of him at Jack. There's he and look at that Suter. That's he and Artis Gilmore back in Jacksonville. God,
Yeah.
That was 56 years ago, Tom.
Jesus God.
56 years ago.
That's just incredible. Well, he's a big dude. He might still be alive.
Yeah, because I think we would have found something by now.
Yeah, all it comes up is that the other guy.
The 87-year-old guy who, that was 12, so that guy'd be 100 now. That's not Pembroke.
No,
Burrows.
he's the Pembroke Burrows the third is the. If you type that in, he will come up.
And what was it? It was a shot that he tipped in a missed shot at the rim, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and was it?
And it took a funny bounce. It had to have been.
Did Iowa fans think it was goaltending at the time?
No.
Was there was
None
no
at
argument.
all. It was a long shot that caromed in a funny way right into Pembroke Burrows' hands.
And did he drop it, or how did he? Did he just tip it up, or how did he put it in?
It fell. My recollection, it fell right into his hands, and he just put it right in.
And boom, it was over.
And it was over.
And they lost by a point or 2 points?
I think 1.
So they were down. They were ahead by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would have been gut wrenching. Where was it played? Do you remember?
Oh boy.
I mean, I was 5.
No, I don't think I remember. I don't remember that.
But it wasn't anywhere nearby here, was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Might have. I don't remember.
So how old were you then?
I was.
You were a senior in high
18,
school.
18. Yeah.
You were senior. That was your senior year in
Yes.
high school, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, hi guys. This is John Ballmer.
Hi, John.
I remember that game like it was yesterday. Vaughn Wedekine was
Yes.
a shooter.
Yes.
And he launched that baby, and everybody thought, "Oh, this is great." And that sucker, like you said, Tom, hit and bounced, took a crazy bounce high, and there was Pembroke just waiting underneath the basket to put it in. It was, that was a gut wrencher there because
It almost couldn't
really
have. It almost couldn't have bounced the way that it did, but it had to bounce exactly that way, or they don't win.
John, do you remember where the game was played?
I heard you say that, and I don't.
Okay.
Gosh darn it! I wish I wish
If I had a media
all I
guide in
remember-
front of me, I could find it. But
We went. I think we went up to like Grinnell or someplace like that to watch it because we couldn't watch it here. I don't think, Tom.
I did.
I don't know why that.
I did.
I don't know why. Okay. Well, anyway, but it was a gut wrencher. There was a group of us watching it.
Oh
God,
man,
damn.
it's still
Pardon my French.
it's still one of the. It was brutal.
luckily, I was too young to remember it. Yeah, because that would have been gut wrenching for me too. I was a huge Hawkeye fan at that time.
Ralph Miller thought that was his greatest team. He thought for sure he could challenge UCLA,
And they probably could have.
agree.
And they probably could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he handle the loss? Do you guys remember? How was he afterwards? Do you remember? Or is that?
I heard that. Now this is.
I can't remember.
'Cause that was his last
strictly
game, wasn't
hearsay.
it?
I heard that he.
think
I
so.
heard he broke down the next day when they were getting ready to play. They scored 75
Yeah.
points against Notre Dame in the first
half.
The
Yeah.
consolation. What was the consolation? But yeah, I was a big Ralph Miller fan. I thought he was
Me
a terrific
too.
coach.
Do you think he knew he was leaving Iowa at that point?
No, I think the turmoil caused him to leave because I remember when Evie initially hired him, he talked about this, hoping this would be his last move from Wichita State.
Oh, you're talking about the
I
stuff that Evie was doing in the athletic department.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the turmoil was just it was distracting, and I think he felt there was no reason to hang around.
So was
Which is
Evie
bad
meddling with
because-
basketball too, like he did with
Guys,
football?
the game was played at St. John's Arena in Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So was
Yeah,
Evie mess?
Well, I don't think he messed. I don't know if he messed with Ralph or. I mean, he hired Ralph. That was a great.
And he
hire.
wasn't telling Ralph how to do his job, was he? So you're saying that Ralph didn't want to deal with the turmoil that was Evie and the football program, that stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Had you heard that too,
Exactly.
Tom?
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was a huge distraction, and it's just too bad actually because we could have had him for I think as long as he would wanted to have stayed.
Well, didn't he
And,
coach at Oregon State for at least
for
10, 15
15
years?
years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You imagine if Ralph would have stayed at Iowa
Oh,
through the
my
70s
God.
and the 80s?
Oh my God! What a great coach he was.
I mean, he smoked all the time, but his lungs didn't. Didn't he? Wasn't he just literally almost a chain smoker?
No, literally a chain
He'd
smoker.
light one with the other one.
Oh no, he would at his press conferences he would fill up the ashtray.
Can you
Younger
imagine
Betsy
doing
used-
that now, like smoking at a press conference? I mean, it's just crazy how different it is.
Ken Grabinski used to tell me, he had those cups in his pants, and he put his ashes in there.
Wow. And he lived into his 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he lived a long
What's
life.
that?
Well, he just went out and made Oregon State. He made them good right away.
Yes, he did.
I mean, they became.
Made them good.
Didn't he coach Gary Payton?
I
believe Gary Payton.
I believe so.
I believe Gary Payton played for Ralph Miller.
Did
So,
he?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Pembroke Burroughs.
Pembroke Burroughs, big highway patrolman, as you said,
Yep.
in Florida. How'd you like to have him stop?
That would be a little scary.
Well, is he still alive?
We still can't find out if he's still alive. I mean, I'm done looking.
Well, that must mean he is.
He is still alive. I think we would have seen something. So,
What about you, John? Are you still alive?
Just barely. I'm hanging in there with you, Captain. You and I are the same vintage. Remember?
Yeah, and my brother Stevie.
I'll tell you what, though, I think that would be, if he still has all his wits to him, I think that'd be a fun guest to have, especially if you were mean to him. I think that would. Wouldn't you like that? A little petulant Suter over there.
Great.
Yeah, and I think that would be.
He's a good guy.
I'm sure that he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be better if he said, I may come up here and stomp your ass.
He said, I don't really remember that game.
Because he did not play much in the NBA, did he? Not like Artis. I mean, Artis Gilmore went on to become a star.
Not like Artis.
Yeah, no, Artis played for years. So.
He played just long enough and well enough to break Iowa's hearts. And
so that game
would achieve that again.
That game would have been on either ABC, CBS, or NBC, right? Those were the only channels. Those were the only channels that could have been on back then, right? Okay, that's.
Is it
probably Channel 2 back then?
That's still a gut punch, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'm with you guys, or Tom. I'm with you. God,
sure
that's
is.
just. But ananyway,
that tells you a little something about Iowa basketball too. If that's still a gut punch, 56 later, but it is.
Yeah, that's 56 years. It's also the last time Iowa won the Big Ten regular season title outright.
And one of the two times since 1970 that somebody won the Big Ten undefeated.
I mean, the Doors were still a group the last time Iowa won the title outright, Captain. Morrison was still alive. What do you think of that?
Just puking.
All right. Well, John, thanks for adding some insight to this.
Yeah.
Not sure how we drifted onto this.
Talking to you as always.
All right, John.
Because I ran into Stick today at the JNS.
And I immediately took it to the negativity of the Pembroke Burroughs legend.
Yeah.
What do you got, Tommy?
I was just going to say I've always maintained that every generation of Iowa fan has that game. Boomer, it's Jacksonville. For me in Gen X, it was UNLV.
Andy Kaufman? Oh, Gerald Patty.
I would say with millennials, it was Northwestern State.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some other game that will be the Gen Z version.
Well, how about Andy Kaufman, Illinois? I know that wasn't like an NCAA game.
I remember that.
But I remember covering.
Tommy, you're right, except that Iowa team with Stick and Johnny Johnson, where they were 14-0 in the Big Ten, ran the table, averaged over 100 points a game without the three-point shot, and they were dominant.
Yes.
And yet,
for me, it was the UNLV game because Iowa had so much talent. I mean,
well, they also led by. Didn't they lead by?
30 wins and
they were also ahead by 16 or 18 at halftime.
Yes.
Yeah.
You thought you made the mistake of thinking that they were going to be able to.
Hey, look, it's
withstand.
Line one's been hanging on. Oh, line one wants to talk to you.
Okay, well,
maybe it's Pembroke.
That'd be great. And then you just start being mean to him.
Hi, do you want us to be mean to you?
No.
Okay.
Not too mean.
Okay.
What can we do for you?
What I was going to say, Pat was commenting that surely Evie didn't mess with Ralph Miller. He tried. The first day that Miller came to the offices, when Tom will remember where the offices were in the ticket office area of the field house.
Yes.
And Ralph is just getting stuff unpacked, and Evie comes in and gives him a list of things to do as far as who he needed to contact and recruits and all sorts of stuff. And as Ralph is taking this in, he starts repacking the box that he brought stuff in, and Evie says, "What are you doing?" And Ralph says, "I'm leaving. You want to be the coach.
you be the coach. And Ralph left and went over, I think he lived on Hutchison, in Melrose, Manville Heights.
Yeah.
And, yes, and stayed home. Evie had to come over and beg him to come back.
Wow.
And promise not to interfere with the basketball program. And I have this on reliable
I'm not doubting
information from a former board and control chairman.
Okay.
Of the athletic board and control.
Has that ever been written about or recorded?
Yeah, Evie's interfered with everybody.
Yes, he did.
Like I said,
he did track. Oh my God, Kretz. When Kretz retired, he was telling stories. We had a party for him over at the officials and supporters of the Trek program over at the athletic club, and Kretz just kind of let it all out about different things that Evie had done. So, yeah, he was not a great person to work for.
He just couldn't help himself because that's the type of person that he was. He couldn't.
Didn't he always
leave
kind
it
of
alone.
think his way was the best way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh God, the only way.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And about the only guy he was decent to was Bob Flora.
Why was that?
His former Michigan buddy, who was his assistant athletic director when they had hardly any athletic staff beyond athletic director. Not like now where they've got assistants and associate.
No, it's very different.
ADs and all that sort of
way
thing.
different.
Yeah, Flora. I can remember when I was a kid. Tom will remember this too. I know. If you went over to the field house and you weren't a student, he would kick you out. And I can still remember one day my sister and I went over and met our dad there during a break to run. And Dad would come over from the hospital and run there at noontime. And he threw us out. And so my dad is coming over, and we're outside the door where Dad had come in to go to the locker room to change. And he says, "What happened?" And before I could say anything, because I knew who it was, Sue says, "Some janitor threw us out." Because he wore janitor clothes.
No, actually,
he dealt with facilities.
Actually, I had a pass because my dad worked for the athletic department, so I was there a lot. I had never gotten thrown out or anything.
So did Bob Flora rule by intimidation too? Was he a physical, scary guy?
No.
He wasn't? Okay.
At least not in my man. No, he was a nice man.
I mean, every part of his aura was that he was intimidating, right?
Yes. No, Bob Flora, in my memory, was a nice man.
His daughter is so great. His
Who,
daughter,
Cott?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love Cott.
But, caller, wouldn't you say a big part of Evie's aura was the fact that he did kind of rule by intimidation? He was scary.
Oh, God, yeah. He Tom will remember Alex Karras.
Oh, yes.
Alex was a big man, and Evie intimidated Alex Karras. So, it's just
the legend of Evie.
Yeah.
Well, he did, didn't he teach arm-to-arm combat in World War II?
He did.
I mean,
hand to hand. Yes, he did.
Troop.
He taught you how to fight.
Well, I got to interview Alex Karras, and he's just said he never met anybody before or since like.
Well, they didn't like each other, but didn't Alex Karras, before he died, finally say that Evie? Didn't he sort of say some good stuff about it?
Yeah, that they sort of buried the hatchet.
They sort of buried the
They
hatchet
did.
and realized that they both kind of helped each other get to where they wanted to get.
Oh, God.
He didn't really diss him in this interview, but he said
I think he softened.
He never said. He said, "I've never met anybody before or since." He goes, and I'm in Hollywood, where there's people with huge egos.
So, caller,
that's what he said.
So, caller, I got a question. There's that legend story. Was there a big guy that played for? Was his name Al Lewis, or There was supposedly some big guy who'd been talking all off season about how he was going to go into Evie's office when practice started.
A.J. Lewis, maybe?
No, I can't
Al
remember.
Lewis was grandpa in the months.
But and then when he went into Evie's office, well, the legend goes that when he went into Evie's office and Evie looked up, the guy just melted. He couldn't. All summer he'd been talking about how he was going to tell him how he felt, and then when he actually had the chance, he crumbled because of the Evie mystique. Have you ever heard that story?
I have. I can't remember who it was, but I do recall.
But it was one of the bigger, tougher guys on the team, and he'd been supposedly talking all off season. I'm sick about this guy treating us. I'm going to go in there and give him a piece, and he just melted. When Evie said, "What do you?" He looked up and says, "What do you want, so and so?" And
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And were you listening when we had Evie's daughter on?
I did not get to hear that. I wish I would.
That was great.
God, you would have loved because she was very objective. Obviously, she loves her father. I get, but she was very fair and objective.
Yeah.
She said he was kind of his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
The one thing she did say
he
that
was.
Well, the one thing she said news-wise that none of us were. Part of the reason he got out of coaching was he had really bad colitis.
Yeah.
And he just could not handle the time, the pressure, the traveling because he had such bad colitis. I had never heard that before. But no, it was probably one of my favorite interviews we've ever had on here. She was really good.
And you got to figure this was basically 1960-ish when this is going on. They've had lots of advances in medicine that they didn't have then. So that possibly he would have been able to deal with it with the advances that have come down. But just at that time, it didn't exist.
Well, that's one of the commercials you see at night. Yeah. Colitis is one of the brand stuff that gets pushed. There's tons of stuff that fights colitis. You see it on your ads all night. But appreciate this insight.
This is great.
Thanks a lot.
Good way to end the show. Thanks for your insight.
I got one more call.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate your call anytime.
Anytime, yes.
Yeah. Hello.
He's called in before. He's got good stuff.
Hey, to finish up, that game was played at St. John Arena.
Okay.
On Ohio State.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Caller participation, Captain. Yeah. But no, that caller has called in before. You can tell his stuff's. He knows what he's.
Oh yeah.
He lived it.
He was there.
He lived it, and Evie was.
I wish I knew who he was.
That's exactly what Kara said. Kara said, "I never met anybody before or since like him, and I live in Hollywood where there's huge egos."
Oh yeah, well, but kind of the way your dad described him to you. I mean, Evie had some great qualities, but he was also.
And I'll bet that there's nobody else besides me and my brothers who called and sang beer songs to Evie.
And he didn't.
He didn't hang up.
But he never knew it was you, though, right? He never knew it was your dad.
No, but he didn't hang up.
Okay, so what happens when you pass from this earth and
he's up there waiting?
He'll ask me to sing.
With a phone in his hand.
Son of a.
Remember the story his daughter told about when the Halloween candy was stolen? Yeah. That's classic, Eddie. I can just see him driving up and down Summit. Dad, there he is. That's what he did. Yeah. He drove up and down Summit Street looking for the kid who stole his kid's candy.
Great.
We have a call?
No.
Oh, we did? Okay. Well, again, everybody, thanks for the calls. This was fun. And like I said, I'll reach out to Adam and maybe try to get him on either Friday or Monday.
That'd be great.
We got plenty to talk about hoops now.
All right. We will. We got Captain Steve and Tommy Lang with the police reports coming up next. Hawkfanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather brought to you